Hello everyone, welcome to Sources Classes. So in this video again we have come up with a very interesting question for you pertaining to number system and the minimum value of sums. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. So the question involves a lot of concepts regarding product minimization and constant sum and sum minimization and constant product. Okay, so this kind of concepts are involved. So very interesting question, a lot of important questions to be actually focused on. So let us take a look at the same. If a into b into c into d is equal to 10 factorial, then find the minimum value of a plus b plus c plus d. Given a, b, c, d are natural numbers. Okay, so now let's take a look what we have. We have a into b into c into d is equal to 10 factorial. Okay, so 10 factorial can be written as say 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 7 into 8 into 9 into 10. Now let me represent the same into its prime factors. So let's now count let's now count number of twos. So we have 1 2 here, 2 twos here, 1 2 here, and 3 twos here. Okay, so that comes out to be 2 to the power 8. Okay, now let us focus on 3. We have 1 3 here, 1 3 here, and 2 3s here. So 3 to the power 4. If we talk about 5, we have 1 5 here and 1 5 here. So 5 square and only 1 7 into 7. So yes, this is a prime factor. Now let me give you a very interesting concept with regards to solving these questions. Okay, I'll give you two concepts in general with examples. So first, if sum is constant, okay, so therefore product will be maximum when numbers are equal. Okay, so let me give you an example as such. Okay, suppose I have three numbers, say x plus y plus z. Okay, it is given as, say, oh, so we have, if sum is constant, right? So say this be 64. Now product of x y z will be highest if x is equal to 4, y is equal to 4, and z is equal to 4. Okay, now again 64. So oh, sorry, my bad. Hang on. Let me use this. Take a smaller value. This is, give me a second. 64 will be quite larger one. Let me say x plus y plus z equal to say 12. Okay. Now 12 we can attain by multiple values. Say this be 9, this be 2, and this be 1. Okay. So 9 into 2 into 1 would be 18. Okay, now again something like say 6 5 1. So 6 into 5 into 1 will be 30. Okay, the product. Now let me take the equal value for x y and z, say 4 4 and 4. So it comes out to be 64. So this is the proof of the same, that if sum is constant, the product is maximum when all the values are equal. Okay, so this is first concept. So I hope you keep a note of the same. Now let me give you another concept. If the product is constant, therefore sum will be minimum when numbers are equal. and we will be using this particular concept towards solving this example. Let me give you an example of the same as well. Suppose we have x into y into z equal to 27. So this 27 can be actually written as say 27 into 1 into 1. So if we add the same 27, 1 and 1, we get 29. Okay. Again, if I take another value, say 9, 3 and 1, if we add the same, we get 13. Okay. And now if we take three equal values, suppose we take three equal values, that is say 3, 3 and 3, and we add the same, so we get the least sum, that is 9. So hence is the proof, when the product is constant, the sum will be minimum when all the values are equal or near equal. Okay, the farther they are, the higher the value they have. So we'll be using this particular concept in this case. So here we need to figure out or find out the value of A, B, C, D in such a way that they are more or less very much similar. So let me do one thing. Suppose I have A this, I take B here, I take C here, and I take D here. Okay, and I'll try to make all these values as close to each other as possible, because we need minimum value of sum. Okay, when the product is equal. So let me try and do. So how many 2's we have? 8, right? Let me equally distribute all 2's. So I take 2 to the power 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Okay, all the 8 2's are distributed. So this is done. Now let me distribute all the 3's. 3, 3, 3 and 3. Okay. Now we have 2 5's, so we can only give 1 5 to each. 5, 5, and we have 1 7. So let me give this one a 7. Okay. So the values here would be 12. This would be 84. This would be 60, and this would be 60. So our sum minimum of A plus B plus C plus D would be 60 plus 60 plus 12 plus 84, or 216, which will be our required answer. Okay, which is the required answer. So I hope this question is clear to you, the approach involved in the same, or how we came about with the solution of the same. So in case you have any doubt, kindly go through the entire thing, try and understand how we came about with the solution, how we basically broke down the factorial into its basic prime factors, and subsequently got the result. Make sure you make a note of all these two important concepts that we have discussed. We use the second concept while solving this particular question, but you can use the first concept when the question might have been reversed. Suppose the question was given A plus B plus C plus D equal to 10 factorial, and find the maximum value of A into B into C into D. That way we could have solved this question using that first concept. Okay, maybe not 10 factorial, maybe some other value, because summation of whole number given 10 factorial will be really cumbersome that way, but some other value we could have used. So make sure you keep a note of this two important points as well, and try to solve this question on your own. Make sure you keep a note of the important points and keep this video as a reference. That should give you clear insights on the approach involved as well. Okay, so that should be enough. Now if you are looking for similar sort of questions on which you might need a detailed explanation of the same, feel free to connect with us. For that, what you can do is go through the description section, where you will find a bunch of details pertaining to getting in touch with us. You can actually connect with us in all the slides, okay, whichever is convenient to you. Feel free to get in touch with us, and we'll be more than happy to help you out in regards you have any kind of queries in general. Okay, so any doubt, anything, you feel free to connect with us. So I hope this is clear. So with all that said, if you like the video, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel, so we keep coming up with relevant content such as this further down the line as well. So with all that said and done, I'll be signing out. So thank you so much.